The Grammys is here again, 67 years old. It's now a granny. So they are going to be grumpy people and grandiose people. But there's one thing that fascinated me about this year's Grammys. The Africans. I hate to break it to you guys, but the Africans are the ones holding down the Grammys right now. Yeah, now let me explain. 2nd February 2025, the Crypto Arena, Los Angeles, is where this grandiose Grammy event is going to be held. But there's a problem. The 20,000 capacity would not be able to hold the intended people that will carry the legacy of the Grammys, the most important age demographic. Why? They are simply not interested. I don't know, maybe it gets a little boring, you know? But not to worry, now this is where the Africans come in. You see, we Africans have always dreamt of winning the Grammys. It's like the highest achievement of every African musician, I guess. I mean, look at Burna Boy. That's so! That's so! Man, the last time I celebrated like that was... The hype around the Grammys in the US has kind of died down, but Africa is holding it. Because the celebrities in Africa are posting it, celebrating their wins or their nominations and reaching new audiences. Hey, see, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that I find it quite fascinating. They even created a new category for us. So these are the nominees, the African ones. Let's analyze. But this is just going to be my opinion.
It was all a dream, just a new girl on this.
Tems, one of the best female artists to ever come out of Africa, was acknowledged by the Grammys. First of all, she has been blessed. Man, she got 3 nominations. 3. That's interesting. Now, looking back at her beginnings, it's crazy to see how much she has achieved. While I'm also looking back, but not at her beginnings. Best R&B song, Burning, Best African Music Performance, Love Me Jeje, Best Global Music Album, Born in the Wild. Wow, I mean that's mad. I mean, she made us know. Born in the Wild is Grammy nominated. Wizkid, you know, let's talk about this nigga. You know, this silent mover. He's almost always under the radar for obvious reasons. Wizkid has been in a lot of beef with Davido lately, but there's one thing that he has been cooking: the Grammys. At least it's nice to see that he's in the kitchen sometimes. He got nominated for the Best African Music Performance, MMS, he and Asake. Making him a 5-time Grammy nominee. You know, niggas need to put some respect on Wizkid's name, man. Hey, and before y'all get angry with me, it is Asake's song. Asake is the one who is the original nominee. Psst, okay. Oh, guy, you better thank Asake. You better thank him. Well, the MMS song, if you don't know how to play it on the piano, watch. Now, the most highlighting factor of this particular song is the bass line. Watch it very carefully. Are you seeing it? Yeah. You get it. And this is what your right hand should do. This. That's all. Put your fingers here. So if you play it together, it's going to be 1, 2, let's go! Again, let's go. Yes. Are you seeing it? If you want to learn more stuff about this and about music in general, head on to my other channel, Controller 2.0. Trust me, you're going to be imparted with so much knowledge. Go there right now. Guys, we cannot talk about this shit without talking about the one and only Burna Boy. 6 consecutive Grammys in 6 years. I mean, who is going to break that record, to be honest? He was nominated for the Best African Music Performance. You know what, like dropping one single this year and then getting nominated from that single. Yo, see you, man. You know, I have to admit, that's influence. You know, forget about Burna Boy. Now let's talk about this new cat in the system that's now turning into a honey badger. Rema. Guys, the Ozeba is a little confusing. Watch my left hand. Bam, 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 bam. The right hand is what? Ozeba, Ozeba, Ozeba. So now if we add the beats to it. He got nominated. But now there's this one hilarious thing about this nomination. Rema was a bit ridiculed for this particular album that he made because it was different. Well, the reason,
like with the success that has, come to Afrobeats, I feel like it's slowly changing our perception of the sound, We're listening to the voices of the world too much, and we gotta listen to the voices back home to just keep our roots. Our roots is very important, and I feel like this project is helping me bring back that essence, bring back that energy.
We were watering down the Afrobeats because of the accolades that we might receive, like the Grammys. He also made a hip-hop analogy, which I found quite peculiar.
I was like, why is it that whenever we're in the car, especially maybe we're popping out to the club, we're all dressed up, style, with the man them, we're always like bumping to hip-hop. Because, the 808 just has a feel, like you just go like, of course, you're moving and you're like, you're feeling the bass, and it's like, I don't feel like there's anything in the Afrobeat space that make me feel like that. That make me want to like drive fast or those stuff. I want to feel badass, and I feel like, why don't you just like create stuff that make us feel like that, but in the Afrobeat space?
You know what? That kind of makes sense. And I missed this ridicule. Rema just showed us that he was on the right path. Just that path looks dark, to be honest. This He Is album was nominated alongside Born in the Wild. But to be completely honest, I want Rema to win this one. One new person in this family is Yemi Alade. And to be honest, I'm so proud of her. I fell in love with her initially when I first heard Johnny, this particular song.
Johnny, leave me follow Cynthia.
Now she's been nominated for her song Tomorrow.
In my mind, I am looking for the melody.
Proud. There's this saying, never say die until the bones are rotten. Well, this goes for Davido. Let me explain. Last year, I kind of genuinely wanted Davido to win. But it seems that wasn't the case.
And the Grammy goes to Water, Tyler.
Which is painful, but understandable. But this year, he joined forces with Loljay and Chris Brown. And they gave us a sensational song. But the amazing thing about Chris Brown in particular is how he has been able to be this much versatile. You hop on another genre of music and you get nominated for that genre of music that you... Do you know how talented you have to be able to pull that off? The last thing that I found fascinating about the Grammys is that they created a new category or new categories to include the rest of the world. That's kind. Very, very kind. I mean, you have no choice at this point. Well, to conclude, I'm generally happy that Africans are being represented. I mean, we are Grammy's best bet to bring the hype again. And we'll be watching. Hopefully.
Georgia, by the way you look.